Now, a new study says that living in an area with poor air quality can take an average of more than 2 years off life expectancy, making it one of the greatest external risks to human health. The report by the Energy Policy Institute of Chicago says the impact of air pollution is comparable to smoking and 6 times more dangerous than HIV. The worst effects of pollution on life expectancy are concentrated in just 6 countries, 4 of them in South Asia. Let's talk now to Christa Hasenkopf, Director of Air Quality Programs at the Energy Policy Institute in Chicago. Thanks for joining us. What for you really stands out about this report? What are the headlines that should be grabbing us?
Well, thank you for the opportunity. So in addition to that statistic you mentioned, that 2.3 years of life expectancy on average across the world are reduced, it matters where that happens and where it doesn't. This health impact isn't spread evenly across the world. We find that Asia and Africa bear the brunt of that health impact, 93%. And it's also clear there's a profound mismatch with where PM 2.5 pollution is the worst and where we collectively are investing in fixing the problem.
And what are the sources of this pollution? Does that play a significant part in why it's worse in some areas than others?
Certainly. So, we see that South Asia, for example, is really the epicenter of PM 2.5 pollution globally. It's where a quarter of the population lives. And largely the pollution comes from a variety of different combustion sources or fuels that are being burned from anything from results of industrialization, economic development, agricultural burning, and population growth. And there's also a lack of policies that have been able to curb the negative aspects of those trends so far.
So are policies one of the ways to fix this, or are there other ways as well?
I think policy is a key part, as well as having investments in air quality management infrastructure. So things like air quality monitoring and the ability to see if policies are actually working and going in the right direction.
And when it comes to what people can do about their everyday health, when it comes to air pollution, what advice do you have?
Yeah, it depends where you live and who you are and what data you have access to. But, you can protect yourself by staying indoors when it's extremely polluted. You can have a HEPA filter. At the end of the day, though, a lot of these individual measures are really band-aids for the issue where collective action needs to be taken to actually curb the pollution levels.
Which is why those policies are so important. Christa, thank you very much. Good to have you on the program.
Thank you.
Sudan's military leader, General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, has met Egypt's President Sisi in the Egyptian city of Al Alamein. It's General Burhan's first foreign trip since the outbreak of civil war in Sudan in April. The two leaders discussed President Sisi's offer to mediate in that conflict. Let's talk to